Alright, everyone. Give a second for people to come in. We are going to list a bunch of miniatures today. So this right here is going to be a Stardock miniature. It's right here. Oh shoot, the lighting's not good. Well, here, let me do it this way. There you go. That's better. It's a gigantic rat figure. So I'm going to look them up on a website called Lost Mini Wiki, and we are gonna look up. We can look it up to go to, I think, rats. Let's go ahead and see the rats. I remember this was, I looked up some of these yesterday. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. Asgard Miniatures Gigantic Rat. There you go. Let's go ahead and list him. Oh, we sold a RPG book, Twilight Imperium, role-playing game book for $9.40. I swiped off. Alright. I did some Stardock miniatures in the past, so I have to kind of do sell similar from the listings and then go from there. Let's see, Stardock. We have... Okay, here's a listing. The packaging makes it hard to take pictures because it's reflective. Let's see, Stardock. Let's go here. It's by Asgard Miniatures. Asgard Miniatures. So there's the company that does miniatures, a vintage one. It is a gigantic rat. I almost kept this one. I like rat stuff. But I think there's none listed, so I can kind of ask for what I want for this one. Let's go ahead and... Where's my chat? Hello, hello, hello. Alright, chat's working. I wonder if I should put what, millimeters these are. Asgard Miniatures... Oh, Fantasy Monsters. Should put that as down as well. Fantasy Monsters. Can anyone let me know if my sound is good? Is my sound good? Oh, I have to, it's really hard with the glare, like I said, to get a good picture of the rat. I'll just do up and down. Picture of him. Sounds good. Sound is good. Oh, the lighting is really bad. Maybe if I turn down the lighting a little bit? Okay. Still bad. Let's see, we got... It's like 4... Oh, there you go, that's a better picture. Much better. Got them listed soon. So, let's see. Category: role-playing games. I could put this in role-playing games, Dungeons and Dragons miniatures. Brand: Asgard miniatures. And then this is going to go in this box behind me. It's going to be R15, and I will put Z. Because I probably don't have a Z in there. Okay. Alright. First Rat Boy listed. Okay. Oh, it's kind of dusty. But it's okay. This is just for, like, storage, so... It won't be the baggie I use for when I'm shipping. Got that one in there. Alright, next up, we got this one here. Oh, the package is kind of open. A little dusty, too. It's going to be like a Caveling with a club. I found it yesterday, so let's go ahead and type in... Oh, it's Ogre by Asgard Miniatures. So let's go to eBay to see how much this is. eBay. There's stuff all over the place. Asgard Miniatures Ogre. No one has him right now? There's like a female version. Someone has like a scratching head version. Cool. I feel like I need to sneeze. Nope, okay. So let's go ahead and list him. Stardock, Asgard Miniatures, Fantasy Monsters. Fantasy Monsters, Ogre. Metal miniature. So we got that. It's going to go in the same baggie, same brand. Fell down, was taking a picture. Come on, let's get a good first picture here. And the package is kind of beat up. Oh, I have to like... It's really annoying. It's like little hairs. I have like a lens roller. I'm going to do my best trying to get a measurement here for the pictures. It's in a baggie, so it's like a best of luck. Alright, so got that down. The gift you got me is lost in transit? That can't be true. Isn't it coming on Monday? I feel like it's coming on Monday because I get notifications for our mailbox for some reason, and there was a package that said, like, coming on Monday. But it'll be fun. We'll see how it works out. We get to be the ones that are saying, like, where's my package? It's doing the in transit to next facility thing like 8 times. But we've had a lot, so the post office has been pretty, like, I'll look at our tracking for stuff and it's been pretty bad. There's a lot of the in transit to next facility. Maybe a lot of people are taking their vacation days. I know like a couple of our postmen at 2 different places have taken vacation days, so they're just like understaffed. So when someone takes a vacation, it's like they move stuff as fast as they can. All right, Stardock. Oh, so hairy. Should finish this banana first. Next thing is going to be a vampire figure. I found this one. This is they call it vampire, but then they put Dracula as its like subcategory. So let's go ahead and find it real quick. Oh. Let's see. Reset. Race. Oh, I don't know the race. Yeah, we'll do race vampire. You can do race or class. I think yesterday for some reason race worked better. I'm using like a search feature by Lost Mini Wiki here. And then I have to find it now. There's 173 Draculas. Let's go to the next. Where is he? All these other ones are a lot cooler than the one I have. Still can't find him. Did I miss him? Oh, eBay notification. Give me a second. I know I found him yesterday. Of course, I'm struggling now to find him. Let's research. Be very careful to find him. Wait. Is that him? No, it's not Grenadier models. I'm gonna be stumped now. These other ones are cool. Wait, is that him? I'm looking at what position his arms are. He's kind of doing like a awkward like this. Is that? Oh, offers and counter offers for stuff right now. And I was dealing with some counter offers. Am I really gonna have to move on? I found him yesterday. Oh, here he is. Ral Partha, so it's long. So you gotta bear with me. It's gonna be Ral Partha, personalities and things that go bump in the night. It was like a little set, and this is the vampire from the set. Let's see if I have enough characters? Characters, I think is what the word I'm looking for. Like in the title. If I can do all that. So cell similar. We have to redo everything. We have Stardock, Vampire, Count, Dracula. I don't know why they count as both. I guess Count Dracula as a vampire, but they just could have named him Count Dracula. Personalities. It's a long word. And things that go... I have to delete Metal Miniature. Things that go bump in the night. Bump in the night. I'm one character short. That's so frustrating. I'm still going to keep it with one letter short. Because I think, it's like kind of like when people are reading stuff, you can do those tests where like if you have a couple letters missing, people still like get used to reading it. Oh, productive week you saw? I would say not productive for behind the scenes. not at all. But I'm trying. Well, I have been doing like a productive project that I am like recording a little bit at a time at the storage unit, but I haven't posted any of that stuff, so then you're just spying on me, I guess. Oh, like the $300 sold stuff? Yeah. Oh, for like sales stuff? Yeah. That's pretty good. If I had that every day, I'd be looking pretty good. I would not complain. We did have some like lower sales days, but like the past, I'm gonna say, so there's November, what is that, like 5-6 months have been pretty decent, but before that, like the October was really bad, like really bad, like part-time bad. So I'm just happy that it's fine for now. Can't get a picture of this. Got that. What sold well? Did the dropship or escape pod sold? So for the miniatures I listed last Friday, I think only a sprue of the Dead Zone. They were called like GCPS cops or something like that. Whatever. Like it was like one of those sprues sold. But most things that I list take a while to sell. Like when I list something, I expect it to be like 3 months, which is what, like 90 days. So I did list some other things that weren't the miniatures for that Friday, and that some of that stuff sold fast. I would have to like look at my solds right now, or I would have to look at my solds to see. There was like some Ascension board game promos, the Rat King that we sent out today, that sold fast. Maybe I underpriced it. I don't know. That was a weird one where there's like one listing at $180 and everyone else's listings were between like 10 to 25, and mine sold I think for 17 or 12. And I think it's sold though because I have eBay international shipping on, and there's a lot of sellers that just don't have that on. So maybe someone overseas. So I'm in America, so someone was overseas, or I don't know, Canada or something. I can't remember where the person bought it from. They were waiting for someone to sell it internationally, so maybe that's why I sold the promo cards. Those I listed recently. Okay, got this figure listed. Our eBay's kind of all the stuff that we've been doing for like 6 years has kind of like built up to a weird point where there's just like a lot of random stuff selling, and it's hard to make sense of it, if that makes sense. You're used to seeing models moving fast. You were expecting those to move fast. 3 months is still a decent timeline. It might be like I'm not the best at pricing stuff, and we go off of like an offer strategy, so we want people to do like combo orders, so it could just be me pricing poorly. It could be that as well. So I do see miniatures do technically like sell relatively fast. I sold like 3 more baggies of Warhammer 40k and fantasy bits and pieces. Those were like, I got them a couple months ago, but those were like such a huge win. Oh, do you know anything about sci-fi spaceship miniatures? I have a couple that I don't know if I want to list yet. I don't know if you can see. It's going to be such like really bad reflection on top of bad camera. So ignore the Stardock part. That was like an old store that would package individual minis. It's like a spaceship with a... Sorry, I can't do the reverse spaceship with... I wonder if I can do this. Hold on. Does this help? I don't know if that helps. But yeah, spaceship with like a top part. I have a couple of these spaceships. I don't know, like... These are going to be vintage ones. So are they like Star Force or Star Trek ones or FASA or Alpartha? I don't know. I almost might just list this as like the best I can describe it and have someone come and swoop it up. I couldn't find it on Lost Mini Wiki. Here's like another thing. It almost looks like a little robot droid figure. It needs to be put together. I have a lot of them. Sorry, I don't have the best lighting for showing these off. I mean, they're hard to take pictures of too, because like the reflection is just, you just see reflections. Yeah, they are sealed. So Annette and I talked about it. We're gonna keep these sealed just so like maybe someone will appreciate it coming from like a shop, and maybe that adds a little bit of value to it. We talked heavily about if I should open them up or if I should list them as sealed. Here's another ship. Right there. It's like a long boy. I'll still do well just like not labeling them, but sometimes it might be like I underprice it and someone gets a rare figure, but like I'm asking like if I get everything I asked for, I'd be pretty happy. I'm not like greedy, if that makes sense. I'm not the type of person that has to worry about someone flipping it. If someone buys something and I'm happy with the money I get, and then they flip it, or they get a rare piece that they've been looking for a long time, and they're happy, then I'm okay with that. Obviously, I'd rather get like close to the asking price, but some of these things are really hard to price out. I've been holding this one up for a while. I don't know if that helps. I have like an okay camera for streaming, not the best. Yeah, I think they're there's just so many of them. Let me see. Is it FASA? No. Star Trek. I tried looking yesterday. I looked at a lot of figures. Oh, there's Starline, Star Trek. There's variations of those miniatures. There's so many, though, on this website to look at for finding the specific spaceship. Oh, like this one. This is the bigger one. It has like 2 parts. It's like you need to like glue on the top part. They just don't have like a lot of details, you know what I mean? Like it has like the silhouette of the ship, but I'm sure if this is a specific like, you know, Star Trek ship, it's missing a lot of details. Yeah, they're metal. There's just a lot of metal sci-fi ship stuff. I want to move on to something else. This guy right here, he was like a sea demon. I found him. Right here, he's pretty cool. I think he's from the company Asgard Miniatures. I found him yesterday. He has a trident. A little trident in there. I mean, you don't have to. I'm not trying to give you work. Sci-fi is probably more of my weakness compared to fantasy. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. There's like 2 dirty ones, and they don't have the trident, so I think I can ask for more. Yeah, if you help me out, that would be pretty cool, but I'm not going to expect it. All right, Stardock. So this guy, I think he was, I looked up some of these yesterday. Sea Demons? Oh, Asgard Miniatures. The clickies are too obnoxious. I don't know, I'll try something else, but it's close to the microphone. Oh, are they Dungeon Adventures? Fantasy Monsters? Where was he? Sea Demon? Oh, he's on. I know he's Asgard Miniatures. Was it Dungeon Adventurers? Huh. Creatures of Chaos. There's a lot. I mean, it's pretty cool. I get stuck looking at this website. Sea Demon. How did I do? Oh, that's how I did it yesterday. I did the Lost Mini Wiki. Like they have a search feature, so I typed in tridents, and there's only so many figures with tridents, so that's how I got to it. We got this. Weapon holding. I'm doing this in a backwards way. Tridents. Where are you? You were like a goofy one. Is he really not here? Oh, I guess there is more. Wait. Is that him? No, he has like the... Oh, here he is. Oh, he's from Asgard Miniatures under their range called Dungeon Nasties. He's a sea demon. There you go. Let me go ahead and get that going. Give me a second. I don't have to chat up. Dungeon... Wait. Let's start with Sea Demon. Dungeon Nasties. I guess Metal Miniature? Oh no, I have to put... it's from... Oh no, this is not Asgard Miniatures. This is a company called Archive, which is pretty decent stuff. I've sold some Archive stuff for a good amount of money before. Let's go ahead and take some pictures. All right. I have so much random stuff to go through to the list. I don't think I'll get it all done today. So I'm making sure I'm doing everything correctly. Okay, so the Sea Demon is listed. All right. Alright, what's the other Stardock one? I found this. Oh, no, I didn't find this. No, that's going to be harder to find. Let's do an easier one. easier than that. Oh, I found this one yesterday. I think it's like a high priestess. Let's see if I can get it close enough to the camera. With the... Oh, no, it's not going to... It's falling out of the package there. Oh, because I opened her up from the package yesterday. That was before I decided I was going to keep them in the package. I actually don't want to put it too close because I think it's... maybe it's not safe for work. Alright. Not that it would be a big deal. I just don't want YouTube getting mad, you know? So this... I found this one yesterday. I think it was like a high priestess. I did the search feature looking for a staff. Wait, reset. Holding staff. Where was she? Oh, I also did, I think I reduced the gender down to female. Excuse me. Oh yeah, there's a lot less females with... Oh, here she is. She is a barbarian high priestess from the Asgard Miniatures Fantasy Female line. There you go. So, let's see how that goes. Finish my banana. So it's going to be Asgard Miniatures, Fantasy Females, Barbarian High Priestess. Metal miniature. Cool. She's out of the package already, but I think I also had another one in the package. My photo box is fighting me right now because it's not completely flat, so I'm trying to take a picture. Got it. There you go. Maybe I should use my black background for the silver miniature. This one I'll stick with it, but maybe the reflection will be not as obnoxious with the... I have like a little black backdrop. So got this one. Let's go ahead and do this. High Priestess listed. Well, details first. To do the details. Now she's listed. Alright. Do I have another easy one? Oh, did I find this guy yesterday? I can't remember. He has a two-handed... Well, he doesn't have the axe on him. He has to be glued on, but... Definitely like maybe a humanoid? Is that close enough? And then the axe is like down over there somewhere in the package. Yeah, no, wait. Right as he was focusing. So yeah. I'm going to try a reverse search. A Star Cruiser. So you reach out to Buddy. The long-shaped one is a Star Cruiser. The second one, which is two pieces, he's not sure if it's a command ship. But does he know the company? If I get the company or the maker or something, I can look it up on the Lost Mini Wiki. But they're not really specific. Yeah, because they don't have like a lot of details. If there is any specificity to it, it would be because I would know exactly like, okay, what brand and what did they write on their little like original package. They might have a specific name. But yeah. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to try figuring out this little I don't know how long I'm going to stay on this guy to try to figure out his official name. With the dwarf, humanoid with two-handed... Oh! Did I really get lucky? Wow, I got lucky. So this guy is... Hold on, let me go to the link. Ral Partha, Personalities and Things, Dwarf Lord. So he is... Let me see how much he's going for. Ral Partha, Personalities and Things, Dwarf Lord. Not that much. I mean, still good for an individual miniature. Someone will still pick it up. Okay. Let's go ahead and list him. That was Ral Partha. Almost forgot. I like double coffee today, so it's hard to focus. I have to like keep saying it over and over again. Ral Partha, Personalities and Things. I'm gonna start with Ral Partha, or maybe Ral Partha, Dwarf Lord, Ral Partha. I'm gonna start with Dwarf Lord. That's gonna be like the first thing someone will see. Metal miniature. I'm gonna put with axe. So someone's searching it up. I sold a cool painted, and I didn't have it for the video today. He was like a Russian little dwarf with like a cool little Aladdin looking monkey, and he had an accordion, and someone did a good job painting and basing him. I sold him for $10. I thought that was pretty cool. That'd be like a fun piece for someone for like an RPG or whatever they're using it for. I never know what, there's a million things someone can use the miniature for. I have to change the brand. Ral Partha. I have to lower the price of this one because the other miniatures, when there's only one of, I like to bump it up. Sent you a link to a poster. It could help. I don't know if I have like links on or off with live chat, so I don't know if you can. You can give it a try, but I don't know what it's going to say. I'm still relatively newbie for like the back end of lives. And I also don't have like 1,000 subscribers, so I don't know if that changes how like YouTube allows me to do stuff, So like, I don't know all of the details on that. You can just see, also type it out the best you can, and I can just Google it right here. Let me know if it lets you post a link. Alright, we got that. Gotta get some good pictures. As best as I can. With the reflection. I don't see a link. So I don't see it there. No, I don't see a link. No, I don't, unfortunately. Oh, maybe that? Let's see. Might want to let me, go to, no, that's not, why is it not letting me do that? I'm struggling. Do I have to manually type it in? That'd be so annoying. wanted to let me copy paste it. It's not letting me though. I click on it, it's basically gonna like give me options of like ban, mute, shoot. I wonder if I can do it in a weird way. The link has a space. It's just not letting me click on any of it. It's like counting all of this as like your accounts, and it's not letting me like actually put the cursor like in the thing so I can like copy paste it or click on it. Maybe I can type this in. Let's see if I can just type in. Let me finish this guy real quick. Then we'll figure it out. He is done. Okay, yeah, he was done. I just wanted to make sure I didn't mess it up. So he's in the list of baggy. Vintage Starship comparison poster. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, I got to it. Oh, okay. Sweet. Auction on eBay, which I didn't win, had, along with a crap ton of sci-fi minis, this awesome poster from 1979. It has size comparisons for several lines of starships. I have no idea who published this. At the top of the poster is a logo for Stardock Standard. Let's see. No one's ever seen that. Someone mentioned a magazine. Interesting. Well, I have an answer to that person's question about, well, this, I don't know how old this post is, but yeah. So Stardock is actually it was a board game shop or miniature shop. So that's like, they actually made this, I think, themselves, which is pretty cool. I don't think the shop's around anymore. So yeah. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Oh, but the text is so tiny. I wish I could like read it. Maybe I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Maybe there's another picture here. Okay, so it looks like there's Starfleet Wars, Star Trek ships, Stardate 3000, and even some Grenadier ships. Sweet. I wish I had a close-up of that actual thing. But that's important, that Starfleet Wars. So let's go Starfleet Wars. Are they not there? Here, let me go to the, I guess the home page. Okay. Starfleet. I guess they don't have them on here. That's annoying. Yeah, there's characters on the right too, and you've been trying to read it. Well, the article still gives me like kind of important information because they said it was from Starfleet War vessels and Star Trek ships. Stardate 3000. Let's see if they have that. Stardate. I don't know why these brands aren't coming up. Stardates. Huh. Unless these are like like brands within an overarching brand. Grenadier spaceships. Let's see Grenadier spaceships. Grenadier models. So we got that. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Star Strike. Star Soldiers. Yeah, there's a lot of space stuff. Space Rangers. I'm going to read this stuff before I click on. Let's try Grenadier models. Star Strike and Star Soldiers and Space Squadrons. The Star Strike doesn't look like it. The Star Soldiers are going to be not spaceships. I just want to see if they didn't have any spaceships. And then the Space Squadrons, kind of, but like they're not, like the miniatures I'm looking at right now on the screen are more detailed. It's okay for now. I'll move on to something I can figure out right now. I've still listed some of the sci-fi miniatures. Like I got these from a long time ago, and I listed a good amount before, and people still bought them for like good money. I would put like sci-fi, spaceship, RPG miniature, and try to do as many details as I can. This guy looks like a military one, so he'll be harder. Oh, this guy was cool. This guy was cool. It is tiny, so I don't know if you'll be able to see. So this is going to be a, like, it was like a winged helmet knight or something, and there's like a little spiked flail that he has on the bottom. And a shield as well. But yeah, I found him yesterday. So. He's tiny though. Let's go look him up by... Oh, it was I looked him up by his helmet. Let's see. Not holding, wearing. Winged helmets. There you go. It wasn't too hard to find that way. There's 343. I thought there was less. Last time I looked yesterday. Let's like make sure I'm looking for the right one. Oh, he has the mace, the little spiky mace. Where are you? Not there. Like I said, I pre-looked up some of these yesterday. I should have written down what they were. I thought I'd be able to re-find them quickly again. Oh, wait, no, that's not him. It's close. He's not mounted. He has a little flat ground he's on. Like an oval. It's like 300 I have to go through. Of course, it'll probably be on the last page. No luck. He's eluding me. Is it really last page? If I missed him the first go around, that's gonna be sad. Oh, I missed him. Let's see if I can put holding. Is it considered a flail or a mace? I can't remember what they considered it. I'm going to do flail. It was not a flail. I guess that makes sense. It was a mace. Got stun locked. I saw him yesterday. You know what? I actually think I did the reverse search for him yesterday, so I'm gonna try that again. Hopefully it picks it up, even with the glare. Yeah. Oh, McEwen, dismounted knight with winged helmet. Okay, let's see how much he is. McEwen miniatures, dismounted knight with winged helmet. Yeah, he's not like crazy. price, but the two that are listed don't have the shield or the mace. So I can ask for a little bit more. So this is going to be Stardock. McEwen. Dismounted Knight with winged death helmet? I guess so. Metal miniature. Alright. Got that down. I hope I can find the other ones. The other miniatures I have down here. That one was a struggle. I also have some like easy stuff to list as well, so I can swap over if I'm struggling too much. Just doing some measurement pictures for some in case they need it. It's not the best. Trying to get a measurement on like over a baggie, it's like I'm trying. Gives them an idea. Although this one I can't ask for as much because it is not selling for as much. I'm not the only one that has it listed. Alright, so this one's listed. Oops, I completely missed it. Which one's going to be easier? Okay, we'll try this one. I don't know if I found this one yesterday when I was looking. This is just going to be like a generic, you know, kind of military archer. So, the lights. Hold on. No, I don't think that helped too much. No, because it's like dusty, so you're getting like dust. Just a little archer guy. Let's try reverse image search first. Did I find it? Wait. No. No. Their searches are so ridiculous sometimes. No, it's not a statue. I'm not trying to buy an actual like statue. Gotta get it at the right angle. Oh, yeah. Found it. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I got lucky with this one yesterday. I have to write it down because it's on my phone. And I'll forget it if I don't write it down. So it's Czech Viking Archer. So it's Legends Lemurians. Oh, I think it's Ralpartha, the Legends, like, you know, whatever set. And then Lemurians. Let me click on this. Where'd it go? Lemurian Heavy Archer Firing. What is a Lemurian? Let me see. Let me learn something new today. Lemurian. Let's see. A continent proposed in 1864 by zoologist Philip Sclater? Oh. Interesting. Later appropriated by occultists in supposed accounts of human origins. There's a miniature for this? Or a bunch? Learned something new today, I guess. Alright, there you go. I don't think there's any listed. I don't know if it was from the Ronin. I feel like the thing I just found was it looks just like it. But like I have a better view because I can't get you a good view in the camera. I was trying to figure it out like a long time ago, but it's like too laggy. But I do have a second camera, and it'd be cool if I could like get another view, like maybe of the like, listing station or something. But then there's also like it's bright because of the photo box, so I couldn't figure it out. It was too laggy. The moment I hooked up like two cameras, it was just like extremely laggy. I was really sad. That's why I originally got a second streaming like camera, because I wanted people to be able to see stuff at the same time. All right, start up. Wait. I don't have to start a completely new listing. Stardock, Rel, Partha Legends. Lemurian, Heavy Archer. Firing. This is like a very specific miniature learning about the Lemurians. I can't get over it. Can't wait to pull that one out of nowhere. Trying to get good pictures. When I'm done listing today, I'm going to be playing Forest 2, the video game, with my fiance. It's going to be fun. We played the first part a few months ago, and then she wanted to play it today. I was like, oh, after I'm done listing and streaming some stuff we can play. And I generally don't do too much eBay stuff on the weekends. Well, Sundays I have been. We'll like pre-pack stuff for Monday, or else Monday gets out of control. Okay, I got this guy listed. Alright, so do I want to do this one? I have like, it feels like endless of these Stardock miniatures. Let me know if they're boring. I could switch it up to something else. Oh, this one looks cool though. This is like a... I don't think I figured out what it was yesterday. I'll try to get a good... I'll try to show it to you pretty well. So it looks like it's like an armored... It almost looks like an animal like beast. Because like there's like a helmet, like a full chainmail helmet on. But it has like... You could see like ears. And then I think it's a female because it has like long hair. I mean, it's not guaranteed it's female, but I just think it is. Shield and sword, like in striking pose. A lot of details. It looks pretty cool. I don't think I could figure this one out yesterday, but I didn't dig too hard. Let's see if we can get this. 1 second. Let's try my best here. Just thought it was a cool one. Come on. I don't know how to do this. Wait. I think my light's just making it worse. Yeah, I think my light was just making it worse. It's a pretty cool one, though. Ooh, let's actually see if this works. Let's see if this works. No, I don't know if that's better. There's still reflection from it. So let's figure out what this one is. Well, it's my job. Yeah, these were like a bunch of like random vintage miniatures I got from someone else that couldn't identify them, so they didn't want to like waste too much time on them. I bought them a long time ago, but that's why they sold them to me, because they couldn't figure out. So these are like, we're looking for needles in a haystack. Someone else's laziness is our reward if we figure out what it is. But there's some miniatures out there that could be worth a lot if it's like something super fancy. And then when I listed like the first half of these, like I want to say a year ago. Some of them sold for like $30 to $50 when I just put like, oh, whatever, a spaceship with 2 wings and like a oval. You know, I was just like doing as many keywords as I could with like the size. It's like 2.5 inches, and some of them sold. So some people knew what they were looking at. This figure is going to be kind of hard to find because it's kind of like generic, you know? A lot of miniatures have swords, they're armored. Oh, if you're looking up like Stardock stuff, I think it's all mine. I think I had starting price $49 for some of them. So, unless you were talking about something else. That's just like me overpricing it, and I have like offers on, and people send offers, and we'll take them. I could always lower the price later if I want. Is that the figure? I can't find. Wait, this one. This feels like it would be like it almost looks like a character though, like this one that I'm like currently looking for. You know, like a cool special character. Sometimes the eBay image search is different than the whatever, like the Google one. I usually get different results. Well, I guess it's searching eBay, so that's why it's different. No, I'm just getting all my Stardock stuff I've listed over the past year or so. Okay. I'm gonna try a little bit harder for this one. Let's do Lost Mini Wiki search. I'm trying to think of like the best keyword. I could do like sword. Oh, there's gonna be so many to look for. Sword though. Sword and shield. I wonder if they have sword and shield. No, they don't. Can I not do that? Oh, wait. Staff. I kind of found this just yesterday, so I don't know how to fully use it the best. You know, I'm not like really fishing at it. Sword arm, sword hilts. I want sword and shield to reduce the amount of miniatures I'm looking at. I know that's still going to be a lot. Shield. I'm surprised they don't have sword and shield. There's 5,693 for shield. And if I miss it by glancing wrong. Okay, also, can I add wearing? It's a helmet. Yeah, we can try to whittle this down. Helmet, helm. It's probably not good. Oh, cool. Only 3,408. Oh, can I also add sword? I wonder if I swap the weapon? If it will add it on. Because I wanted to add on. It's W. No. See, I could be stubborn and look through all these. I don't want to, like, burn infinite time. What could I... What's a scripter can I use to, like, whittle it down more? Oh! I think that kind of helps. On the bottom of the figure, it actually says, it might still be part of something, but it says custom cast, so maybe, like, this is... And then at 197, so maybe there's just, like, a custom figure. I'm just going to list it with as many details as possible. So, I'll hope it's, like, an actual custom thing. We'll see. So Stardock, it's going to be like, I'll put custom cast, because that's what it says on the bottom of the miniature. Custom cast. It's like a Beast Knight? Definitely has like beast ears. Beast. Armored? It's definitely armored. Beast Knight. Beast Knight humanoid? Sword and shield. Sword and board. Sword and shield. Metal miniature. I think I like that. It's a lot of keywords. There might be like a slightly better way to describe it, but I think that's good enough. I don't think the search feature is good for like sci-fi spaceships or something. I couldn't figure out like how to search by them. Or if I had enough logged onto that part of the website. I think I found like a starship and then there was only like 6 miniatures, so it wasn't the ones I was looking for. I might just list them with your buddies, like, keywords like the command ship and what was the other one called? The cruiser. I didn't play it for long, but it reminds me of EVE Online. I played the game. It was too complex, but for like 3 months. It was pretty cool. Archaeology of miniatures at this point. I find this fun. This would have been like actually something that would have been fun for me like maybe like 3 or 4 years ago on eBay. I would have been stressed about like wasting time, but the more I learn about these miniatures, I might be in auction later on and I'll see like a metal miniature and I can internally be like, oh, those are whatever, those are archive miniatures. I've sold them for a lot before. And people will just look at it and they'll be like, ah, that's a cool metal miniature, and they won't know. And then I can maybe get something that flips well at a cheap price. There's like kind of infinite to learn about the miniatures, but the more you know, the more likely you can kind of identify something, or I can, I guess. So But yeah, I find this pretty cool. I mean, I have the internets. I have like reverse image search features. Like, it's cool. It's cool. People couldn't do this in the past, so gotta respect the technology we have now. The other place I could try is I could always take like a bunch of pictures of miniatures and put it on Reddit, but like I get bad luck on Reddit where like people kind of get nasty to me. There was one time I was like, I had some really cool rare dice, and I was asking about it, but they all like dogpiled me. They're like, "Oh, this dude sells on eBay in another post, so he's a flipper, he's a scalper," and they were just mean to me and didn't identify the dice for me. And I was just like, "Wow, I just wanted to know." So that's why I'm like afraid to put it on Reddit and then just have people like dogpile me, and like they have a Lost Mini wiki Reddit. Oh, this figure? Is this one? Oh, this one I couldn't find yesterday, but this is... Okay. Maybe Roman, Viking, javelin, but it's not in his hand, and then he has a shield, but it's like a crescent, but like the opening is facing up. I mean, I might just do it for the spaceship stuff, because like people generally like sci-fi more, so I might just ask them about the... Oh, I can't really show you. Oh, come on. This is terrible. If I go like super close. That's a little better. There you go. That's probably the best I can do. And then like the shield has like a crescent shape to it. So yeah. I think it's like a javelin. And then the bottom, let's see if I can see what the bottom says. Can't see. I don't see anything. No, nothing. But he's also bent, so I have to like warn people, whoever's buying this, that they're bent. Wait. He's an Asgard Greek? I see a different, like a same shield on a different miniature. Asgard Greek. So let's see that. Wait. Is this him? Oh yeah, I think it is. It's just like the picture this person took and makes it look like mine looks taller. Wow, got lucky there. Wow. I like his name. Okay, so this is Asgard Miniatures is the brand, and then it's going to be their Greeks range. And then it is from the Greek Infantry set. And from that set, it's the Light Javelin Man. Official name, Javelin Man. Is that how you say it when someone's like, that's their weapon? Javelin Man? I feel like I never heard of that. Let's see what comes up. Okay, Asgard Miniatures. Asgard Greeks. Java. Man. I had a different one that I listed like a year ago. It was a Greek hoplite. So I don't think anyone has this one listed. There's someone that has like a light javelin man, but it's not the same. There you go. A spearman? Yeah, that sounds more like it. But I guess it's like, technically it's like a throwing javelin, so it's not the same as a spear? But is a javelin a spear and a spear's not a javelin? Then that's where my brain's at today. Overthinking everything. I'm having fun with it though. Alright, so Stardock. Let's go ahead and make the listing. It was Asgard Miniatures. Light Javelin Man. Oh, I was trying to figure out how to actually, like, I made an account, but I was trying to be able to submit photos for this website because I like the website and I use it a lot. But I kept having, like, errors, so I couldn't figure out how to, like, upload photos for some miniatures. Because I'm like, oh, I know I have that one listed, and no, it has no picture for anyone to look at. Do some good in the world and give some people some pictures for some information. It's the best I can do. Alright. I'll figure it out later. Brand was Asgard Miniatures. Okay. Excuse me. I do have to mention that he's kind of like bent on the base, which I think is like an easy fix for someone. So I bend it the other way. Hope it doesn't snap off. If it snaps off, glue it. I don't know. So yeah, in the description, the figure is bent at the bottom of the base and needs rearranging. See pictures, please. Alright, so that one's good. That one's listed. There was another, I think this is this the one right here? Okay, so I think I opened this one yesterday. Oh no, that'd be so annoying if I actually lost a piece. Hold on. Oh, there it is. I got lucky. That it's not in, like, the bottom of a box. This box just has too much stuff to be going through. Okay, so I opened up this one before I made the executive decision of keeping these sealed. And it's these two little, like, altar pieces. Or I didn't know what they were at first. And then there's, like, a top. And I think it's a table. When I was looking at Lost Mini Wiki yesterday, I found a certain line of miniatures. Or I saw someone posted actually on the Reddit. So I think these are like the little legs. And they have these cool little like symbols. So they make a cool little table with like the relics or whatever facing. The little like demon faces, their skeleton faces. I think it's a table for a certain miniature line. Someone else posted some pictures on it. But there was no picture. So I'm going to see if I can find that again. Like, someone knew the name of what this was because of the catalog that they had, like, uploaded. But they just didn't have a picture. And it's one of the only accessories that they didn't have, like, labeled. Or, like, didn't have a picture of, so. But will I be able to find it today? I don't know. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Here was the person's thread. It, like, came up. So they had a bunch of... So they posted this 2 months ago. They had a bunch of, like, little, you know, accessories. There's, like, torture devices on a table. They had, like, a cauldron, and they wanted to know... Like, they wanted help, you know, for identification. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. People were able to identify some of them, but not this thing that I have here. But then someone said that... What did I read that made me, like, go digging deep? So they mentioned the pot is from the Witches Items Pack from Citadel Fantasy. So I assume that these items would be together. If the person had a bunch of items from, like, a pack, it'd be together. So I go to this Fantasy Special Citadel. The look of all this stuff does look very detailed, kind of like how the side of this table is. And then I think when I went down to... It's going to be hard to do this on my phone. I wonder if I can bring it up on the computer. Okay, let's go Fantasy Specials. See if I can put it up here instead. So I'm not looking at tiny stuff. Fantasy specials. Is this it? I think so. This also could be a miniature within another set. You know, like sometimes you'll get whatever, like tavern set or pirate set or something. I thought we might almost be there. No, it's not in this part. Shame. I thought I was close. I'm clicking on Citadel. Yeah, I'm in a different section now. Citadel, Fantasy Specials. Oh, here we go. Lots of detailed, like, terrain, I don't know what to call it. Torture device, chest, altars, sewer crates, benches. I have to look at everything to see if someone actually had this. Did no one have it down? I thought I saw like one that had no picture, but I thought it said it was like a door. I guess not. Maybe I dug deeper yesterday. I'll still list it. Alright. If you recall, Fantasy Citadel sold boxes with multiple models in them. Yeah, like the little sets. The back of the box of the drawing with the names of the models. I could gamble and just say this is a Fantasy Citadel like miniature table, and maybe someone will come and correct me if it's wrong. But I feel like this is from that line by doing like backwards thinking about the person's Reddit post with the 4 items. They had 4 things, this table, and then someone linked and was able to identify the other stuff as other stuff properly. Just they happen to not identify this one. Alright. We'll try. The only fear I have is someone will do a return. They'll be like, oh, this is not a Fantasy Citadel miniature. No, there's nothing on top of the table. It has... No, it's like... No, there's nothing. It's... Instead of it being like all flat here, it has like a little ridge to make it show that it's a table, and like the edge is like indented down, but the rest it's just like a flat thing. And then on the bottom is the holes, which is where there's like holes here to glue it in, and then you have the table. It's a cool piece. It's actually a cool piece. I know we're talking a lot about one little piece, but it's a pretty cool one. So yeah, let's try it. Citadel's Fantasy Special table terrain. I guess I could do terrain. RPG metal miniature. I guess I'll do like the length of it for the. It's 1 inch. I mean, someone might just buy this because they're looking for like a cool specific table. They come across my like picture of it. Yeah, like furniture. Furniture actually is yeah, it's a good. I'm gonna change that in a second. It's a good word. I think I've been looking for that word for a long time, and I've always used terrain. Thank you. That's gonna be good. Let's make sure it's a good enough front picture. it's so hard. I'm gonna try my black backdrop because the shiny silver and white is just bad. You saw a few similar under tavern table. Almost want to use that as the keyword now. I can do tavern table. Yeah, I can check real quick. Also, good thing with eBay, you can always like fix stuff later on. Tavern table. Probably part of one of the packs, right? Let's see. Tavern. The top doesn't look like this though. See, this actually looks like wood. The top is just like they're trying to make it look stone. So it's not this tavern table one. Got some dark ones here. Girl roasting on spit over a brazier. Iron Maidens. They'll probably sell it for a lot. There's probably not that many miniatures if someone wants that like specific theme. I saw some on eBay. So Citadel. Wait, Fantasy Specials. Citadel. Tavern table. This one? Nope, still not. Still not. I know there's like a lot to look through. It's a pub scenery pack. But no, because like those have the legs already on. It might not be this brand. I was just doing like weird creative thinking. Where if someone had 4 unidentified miniatures that they would be from the similar set. And they came across them, went to Reddit and was like, what are these? You can also get lucky, like someone will come in, hopefully at one point. Well, if someone comes in and knows what it is and they think it's underpriced, or they know the price that they want to pay and I accept it, they'll just buy it. And I usually don't like to bother people when they buy stuff, but I might ask them later on if they knew what it was. I'll wait until it's like past 30 days return time. Just to be like, oh, hey, I normally don't ask this, but you know that thing you bought? Do you know what it was from, or did you just like it? The few times I've done that, someone will be like, oh, I just liked it for like some school project or something. They'll say like some complete random thing. I'll be like, oh, okay, whatever. Dang, I wanted to know what it was. Alright, got this one listed. We got defeated. And I mean I did. I got defeated. But I feel like this is a piece that doesn't... Like, someone will still find it and probably buy it. It's still a cool one. So I'm not that sad that I couldn't identify it. It happens. Can't burn too much time on one item. Alright. Let me write on the package so that I don't forget. Special. Of course, this Sharpie is bad for this baggie right now. Alright, so that one's good. And let's finish the boring stuff. Description. the box dimensions, all this stuff I just know. Off the top of my head, we'll probably use like a 442 box. Or not a 4, we have like a 444, 4 cubed, small little box. Or we can put this in like, and then I grab some like light bubble mailers. I think they're like 8 inches by 5 inch. So, alright, count this one. Still staring at the 3 sci-fi miniatures. Those ones, maybe I have to open up, because like there's a little droid where I feel like I can't reverse search it, but if I like dry fit it, I can figure out maybe what it is. But alright, this one, did I find this guy yesterday? He's kind of basic. He's gonna be armored, sword and board, so sword and shield. Just a regular, just a guy. Can't explain what type of helmet, but it's this one. I think I found him yesterday. Sorry. His little weapons are on the bottom of the packet. So. You're sad to see the internet failed us in Stardock? Well, okay, so the Stardock, I think if you're talking about the actual packaging I have, so Stardock looks like it was a shop, and it looks like that they had their own little custom thing that they made, their little backing, and they must have had like a little shelf, you know, with the hooks, and they would just put miniatures, because it says Monday to Saturday they're open from 4 to 8, and on the bottom it has an address in Wyoming. So, and a zip code. So I think this was just like a shop that happened to do something cool. They like, instead of like throwing away miniatures or putting them in like baggies, or like a big bag or a bin for people to look through, they just individually packed them, which is kind of cool. So that's what I seem to gather. I guess they made that poster too. Like, and they must have done maybe the owner was really good at making graphic design and prints and stuff like back in the day. Maybe that was like their strength as a shop, because that'd be some like cool stuff. You walk into a shop, someone has like a cool little comparison charts, and they have all these like little cheap miniatures you can buy if you don't have a lot of money to spend. It's a cool concept. All right, let's find this guy though. That's what you found. It wasn't a company, just like a brand. Oh, so you're saying like maybe that they were they were kind of doing like, they were like a sub distributor, so they would package the minis for other shops to buy and sell, like that. I guess that would make sense too, if that's what you're talking about. They had access to a bunch of miniatures and were just selling them to shops to sell. And they made it easy for shops to sell. They put prices in the top right corner. I don't know if I found this guy yesterday. I feel like I did. But how did I do it? I don't know. I don't remember like what keywords, or if I got lucky with the search. Or maybe I was stubborn and they looked through all of the sword and shield miniatures on the website and found it. Kind of seems they made custom models. Well, there was the one that I just went through, like the Beast one. It's possible I couldn't find it, but it is also possible, because it said on the bottom it was custom. It said custom cast at 197, so maybe they had like a couple hundred custom ones. So yeah, they did a little bit of everything. I cannot find this guy. I will try to search. gonna go with my gut. That's what I did yesterday. Oh, was there oh no. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, no markings on the bottom. Sword, shield, I'm trying to see what else I can do. I do sword, mail, but like that's gonna be so many miniatures. Holding sword. Gender, male, wearing helmet. He definitely has a helmet on. Anything else? Oh, he is metal. I can do, well, yeah, I can do metal. Let's see if that whittles it down enough. 2,339. Oh. I don't know if I'd be able to recognize him. He's like too generic. I think he technically has a cloak. Would I recognize him? That's just too many to go through. But I don't want to be defeated again. Oh. When you search Stardock Miniature and go to the pictures, there are some with a link to a website named Bonanza. And if you scroll down, they have many of these, but I'm not sure if it's the proper name. So those are our listings. My fiancée Annetta, she cross-lists a lot of stuff to Bonanza, so that's just my stuff on a different website too. I can't even reverse search the stuff anymore because I have a lot of this stuff listed. I got a ton. At one point I just got like bored of doing it, and then I wasn't good at identifying them, and then I learned a lot since then. This was like a year or two ago. So at this point, if you kind of like search it up, you're gonna run into like probably my eBay images, or maybe Mercari, or maybe Bonanza. And I don't know if she put them on Depop yet, so sorry. Do I really want to go through 2,000? I thought I found this guy yesterday. Does he have a cloak? He might. I think he has a cloak too. Let's see. Class, scale, year, base, genre, maker. Might give up on this guy for now. Thought I got lucky yesterday finding him. I wouldn't have put him in my like to list while streaming pile if I didn't find him. But I can always skip on him and move on to something else. I'm being stubborn right now. Just looking at infinite pictures. Why not a listing with all the models, vintage, metal, Stardock bundle, start bid 200? I could, for the generic ones. Yeah, I could always do that. It's always hard to figure out like what to bundle and what not to. You make more money individually, but then like, can you sell it faster in a bundle? Probably, but I notice that's not always the case, so yeah, I go back and forth in my head. I like trying to figure out these ones just to like learn more about miniatures, because I do see a lot of this stuff at like auctions and stuff, and this is like a category that a lot of people aren't knowledgeable on, so like having the knowledge of it at auctions increases my chance of getting them for cheap and flipping them to people. Alright. Let's move on to something different. Start with these guys. Yeah, these guys. So we got some historical military miniatures. These were like painted by someone. A little dusty. I'll have to figure out like what war they're from or something. I'm not good with identifying that though. They almost look like miners. But like for these type of miniatures, I always do well. If I take good pictures, people will like know what they are. What war they're from, what set they're from. The number of times I'll just do like lot of 75 painted historical military miniatures, 1 out of 72 scale or whatever scale it is, and then they just like sell. And then like the people will buy a bunch of random military miniatures from me. I did identify a lot more Stardock stuff today and yesterday than I did last time I listed them, so I did increase my experience level a little bit. I think these are like a bunch of different like miners. Like actual like coal miners or something. A lot of broken bits and pieces, but I realize also a lot of people don't really care about that. These are like cheaper miniatures, so usually people are getting them to be cheaper. I think that's my guess. So I'll still sell them at a good rate. Let's see. To make sure that's the right scale. Okay. They're like 3/4 of an inch. I think that's 1 out of 72 scale. I'll have to be careful. I guess some of these aren't broken, they're just some riders, and there's some horsies here, so. I'll probably include the bits and pieces, so if someone wants to do like precision miniature surgery, they can. Gluing on like individual feet and little tiny heads. I have to put it into like a good little sealed baggie. I have some nearby. So that like the little pieces don't like go flying out of the baggie. Oh no. There's also a lot of paint chippings. I'll have to wash my backdrop later. Oh, it's so annoying. Gotta separate the trash from the actual like arms, weapon bits and pieces. Does this increase my chance of selling it? I don't know. Maybe. think the rest is garbage. Okay. I wonder if my lint roller will pick this up. Kind of. Alright, now we're going to try to image search these to see what like war or historical reference they're from. I don't know if it's going to be likely that I figure it out, but I'll give it a shot. My legs. These are like cramped. Oh yeah, people use these for train sets as well. Sometimes people just want a bunch of little figures to put in their little train set up on benches and stuff. That's what it thinks that these are. Although I don't think that's what they are. I did a close-up of one and it thinks it's Civil War, but I don't think these are Civil War. There was a lot of different types of outfits and stuff, so let's see, what scale is 2.5 centimeters? Thinks it's 1 out of 64 scale. Is that true though? What scale is 1 out of 72? Thought these would be 1 out of 72. .22 millimeters tall for 1 out of 72. Oh, 20 millimeters. So these were slightly bigger. Scale is 2.5 centimeters. Oh no, they are 20. They are 20. Okay, I was correct. 1 out of 72. Alright, figured it out. Lots of back and forth. Now, how many are there? There's 3, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13. Wait, I can just do math. Wait. Oh no, I did not do it even, so I have to count them. 6, 7, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 31, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45. Okay. Let's go with painted. Do I want to put Civil War? They could be. Nah, like, they all have like shovels. Shovels and one horsey only? I'll put Civil War, and then if it's wrong, someone will come in and be like, this isn't Civil War, this is blank blank, and then I'll fix it. Alright. Civil War, 1 out of 72 scale miniatures. They have a spade in hand. Spade. Is that all they really have? It's either a spade or nothing. Bits and pieces as well. Okay. I'm gonna put this in like toy soldiers sometimes. Yeah. What's the point in toy? That's, I guess that's fine. The paint chips are so annoying. Alright, this one I have to take a lot of pictures. Show them what they're getting. Show them a measurement. We have this one. I'm going to move the measurement picture up to the top. So that people can see it right away. Okay, I think that's everything. And then I do brand, I don't know. I have like a guess, but it's gonna be in the bin I have beside me, but within a baggie in the bin. Then I have to mention that there's a lot of either damaged or missing pieces or needs repair. A lot of the miniatures are damaged, missing pieces, or need repairs. That's why I took a lot of pictures so they can see which ones. So see pictures, please. Baggie those up and should be good. Make sure I'm putting all the little bits that they can repair it with in here. I'm like pinching all the stuff. Alright, so that's good. This has a good seal as well. And roll it up like a taquito. It's good. It's good to go. I have to mark on the side with Sharpie. Let me find a good Sharpie. The other one was pretty bad. Found annoying Sharpies earlier today, and now I find none. Alright. These are not that heavy. Ship these out at like probably 5 ounces. And then put 50 plus painted. Civil War. Spade. Just put the word spade. I'll remember that later on. Alright, got these done. Almost. Alright, it's good. In this big baggie. Should I do these next? I don't even know if this is complete, so we're about to find out. I need to do a little cleanup here. The paint chips from the miniatures I just did. Alright. I think this thing's not complete. It might just be bases. We got Pike and Shot, Firelock, Storming, Party, Warlord Games. Should have said Warlord Games first. Little box here. Supposed to have 16 Musketeers, 2 metal miniatures, which is the captain and the drummer, the plastic bases, and then like a little painting guide. So there you go. If I remember from a long time ago, this wasn't complete. So we got, but these bases, the Warlord Games ones, I sold a bunch of them. I'm not sure why. I guess people just like them. Little paints guide. Another one. Why is there so many paint guides in here? Wait, was this? Oh yeah, these are like for other ones. I'm gonna remove these because these other ones are like the Scots Covenanters, which is like a thing I have down here. Square bases are always the most stable. Yeah, I guess so. I just like, it was weird because I had a bunch of these. Yeah, I had a bunch of these, and then they also had a little I forgot what game it was for. I want to say like a game called like Epic or something within Warlord Games. So I had these green bases, but then they had like little circle slots. Like little pegs. Pegs is what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, no miniatures. Went. All right. I can almost list these guides on their own, but I'll do that on a day when I have. I feel like I can throw away the box. Yeah, am I just gonna list the bases themselves? I'll think about listing or keeping the box, but probably not. I have sold boxes for good money, but I don't think these have like a. They're not like super cool. Scots Covenants here. Covenanters? Huh. Alright. I'm digging into this because it is... Oh, does this one actually have miniatures though? Oh, we do have some miniatures, so maybe I'll keep this one separate. Oh, yeah. How many is supposed to be in this one? 40 multi-part miniatures, 24 musketeers, 12 pikemen, captain, sergeant, musician, plastic bases, 8 full-color flags. Oh, so the flags, yeah, people can use those as like decals. I sold some from Old Glory recently. So is there a full set here? It said 40, so we have 5, 6, 7. Hold them up so you can see. To the best that I can show you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus 5, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26. 31, 33, 35, 37, 39. Is there like one? Well, I guess maybe one's not missing. Maybe that's just like the metal miniature here. Lots of parts though. Considering the other stuff was like mushed together, where like the other box had the sheet that this was supposed to have. Here they are. Oh yeah, there's the flags. Okay. You've been checking out my eBay, found some interesting stuff. Yeah, I've been listing it for 6 years, man. I don't even know all the stuff I have anymore at this point. At some point I knew a lot of the stuff I had, and sometimes once in a while something sells, and I'll be like, I completely forgot I had that. Oh yeah, if you message me corrections on them, that's usually what people do. They'll like send me a message and I'll correct it. I first like fact check them and then they correct it. There have been people who have told me incorrect stuff before. Oh yeah, Warhammer. I'm not. Oh yeah. Warhammer is not. I have only played it. I haven't played 40K. I played fantasy, like old fantasy, a couple times back in the day. So it's definitely a weak point of mine for knowledge. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 526. I wonder if this base needs to have. I'm gonna see if someone else has this thing listed because maybe it's supposed to have one of these. 26, 7, 22, 9, 30, 3, 4, 5, 36. Or it could be it also could just be multiple figures or on a base, which is more likely. Basically, your Tau sprues are Breacher and Fire Warriors, and the lone build Tau is a Pathfinder. I would have to, I don't remember those ones at this point, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I got those kind of recently, or those were like bits and pieces and like sprues, I think. Oh yeah, you did say sprues. Yeah, I'll look into them later. That's like a good thing to do when I'm like eating and have like 10 minutes to kill, but not enough time to like do anything relevant. I can like, I'll look up those sprues and fix them. All right. I think I'm gonna list these right here first. The four things of the green bases. Warlord Games. It says 28 millimeter. Okay. These will sell fast, probably. Four sprues. Warlord Games. 28 millimeter. Green square. Well, like somewhere rectangle. Square says rectangle bases. Is that good enough? Four sprues, Warlord Games. Yeah, I think that's good enough. You could always check the bits and try to separate them by faction. Don't do that. You'll spend too much time. And I've been selling a lot of those bits, so like people are just gonna get their good stuff and good hits. I don't want you to waste your time for that one. It would probably, I don't know, I sell the bits so fast. If they're like my little like spread of 50 plus, those have been selling so fast. Maybe underselling because I like didn't take the time to identify them. You know, if I put all like whatever the Tyranids or whatever specific Reaver, if I did that work, I could have sold them for a lot more. I'll tell you this: I bought a box. It was I think $90. I made like 170 listings, maybe more, and I've been selling them between $10 to $25. If you do the math on that, I'm good for bills for like a month or two. Or like a month. I already got. It was like a crazy home run. But yeah, if I like knew the individual pieces, I could have probably squeezed out double that, probably. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to list, and it's I'm not stressed about it, but I should have dug my teeth into it more and done a bunch more research on it. I should have used that box as an opportunity to learn a lot more about Warhammer bits and pieces. So, for the knowledge, for the learning, that I should have done it. It's too little, too late now. Because like, if there was like full sets of anything, I've sold at least like 50 baggies, if not. So like a lot of the stuff is probably maybe someone already pieced together. I'm gonna grab the Apocalypse book. Yeah, go for it. If you send an offer, say like I don't know, like a note, like, oh, I caught you streaming or something. You don't have to grab anything, though. Let's see. I can't wait to find more like army books for different games, though. I used to find them a bunch, and I haven't in a long time. Those are always fun to go through and look at and list. People will pick them up at a good rate, too. And then I probably sell them cheaper than other people because I have offers on, so like people get good deals from me from them. So it's like a win all over the place. Do you hear that squeaking? Oh, my bad. Let me shut the room real quick. Have to move stuff out of the way to shut it. I don't know. My fiance's doing some kind of project. I don't know. I'm scared to go out there. I'll be back. I'll be back in like 20 seconds. Are you okay? It's not saying are you okay. It's like all squeaky. It's all squeaky. I was gonna shut the door. Well, I thought you were doing like a big Sharpie on like a board. It's not. Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. I can shut it. That was not what I expected. Thought she was like writing on like a board or something. She was just putting together something. It was not a hamster in a wheel, but it sounded like it. New pet. Surprise. Alright. It's just one of those sounds where if it, you know, on a microphone, it could be really loud and irritating to people. I didn't know how it's coming across. I'm generally fine with noises, but... Alright, got these listed. Yeah, usually I get Warhammer stuff when I get... So I have a buddy of mine that, like, he just goes through a lot of stuff and he doesn't mind selling it when he gets bored. So he'll, like, you know, get an army, he'll paint it, he'll play a bit, and then, like, I don't know, he'll move on to, like, a different army or something. So occasionally he'll sell me that stuff. But he also has another buddy that sells Warhammer stuff. So I kind of get it when the other buddy's busy. I do this eBay full-time, so I still kind of get the stuff from him sometimes because he knows I'm constantly working on it, where his other buddy will, like, do it whenever he has time, you know? Exhausted after work and stuff. He'll eventually do it, but... So that's when I get Warhammer, like, armies. And then bits and pieces I'll find at different places. And then auctions, a lot of people ignore the bits and pieces. But all the other stuff people usually bid up. They know what that stuff's worth. There was an army I didn't have money for, but I wanted to bid on it. It had a $750 minimum bid. They had it, like, professionally painted. I think it was it Space Marines? I don't know. They were, like, red and brown, I think, was the color pattern. They looked really good, like, really well painted. No one bid on it, but that was way too much money for me to gamble at the time. Lots of vehicles. I know some of the vehicles can sell well, so... I didn't know what value to put on the painting, but it was good. After you saw my last Friday stream, you decided to do streams of doing inventory of Warhammer bins of shame. Oh, that's cool. Cool, sweet. Maybe Blood Angels. Maybe it was Blood Angels. Let me see what they look like. Blood Angels Warhammer 40k. Yeah, it was these. Big big army. But all the other flippers there that flipped Warhammer stuff, they didn't want to touch it. But I was thinking about I would touch it because I would add more value for the paint job. But I didn't know, like, you know, if it was worth it or not. So the weird thing about the live is when it goes down, I think it delists the live, and then I can't see comments anymore, so I can't see, like, your channel. So, like, unless you actually comment on, like, the stale videos I have. Most people have it hidden where, like, when they subscribe, it doesn't tell me they subscribe. Most, like, 99% of people have that hidden. So when someone subscribes, it doesn't tell me. Occasionally someone will be like, oh, this person subscribed, but they have it on public. But if I click go to channel, is it... I don't know if I had the volume messed up. I guess I can always look it up later. I can just type in the name. Check the repulsor. Sells for high money. Yeah, it's just hard to get that stuff when there are people specifically there flipping the stuff, and they know the exact amount to flip it for. some people don't like to do like a lot of collections and stuff. They don't like dealing with the mess of like a collection. So that's like my biggest chance to get like a bunch of Warhammer stuff. And there's a lot of people that just go to the auctions just to get like they want their figures for a good price. They're not flipping it. They just want to bid on the 20 ones that they want, and then they're willing to pay 80% because they still save hundreds of dollars by buying it that way. Some infantry are worth more than others, so a $700 army could be just worth that. Yeah, I just didn't have the extra money to spend, but it depends on if I can sell it for, if I actually broke even, that's not the worst case scenario. If I bought a $750 army and after fees I get $750, waste of my time, but it's not like, it's not like I lost $750. Thinking of the positive of it. It's obviously not the goal. Alright, this is probably going to go out at 12 ounces. This is going to go right here. Some of these scare me. Do I want to... I don't even know what's in this box. This is so random. Yeah, this looks like... Oh yeah, here you go. These are... This really is a random box of miniatures. I don't even remember where I got this. Random stuff in here. Usually professionally painted can be sold at MSRP cost and more, not less. Oh yeah, I gotcha. Here you go. Here's some Games Workshop 1994 4 guns, 3 axes. I might be able to identify it. Come on, focus on it. There you go. It says 1994 Games Workshop on the back. And then there's these definitely are probably some Space Marine stuff. Shoulder pads from 1990, jetpacks, and then 3 guns as well. I'll learn one day to make this different. There you go. To block my face. And this little baggie, there's the chainsaws, Games Workshop 1992, axe, sword, chainsaw sword, little pistols. And then, too much random stuff, some metal bits. I assume Games Workshop, but they are vintage sprues, a bolt gun, and power axes. Let's see. That's a crazy knowledge base. You can see the bits and pieces. Games Workshop bolt gun. And power axes. Let's see what other people have before. $15 for like a bunch of guns. $8 for an axe. Bolt gun bits, they have 30 of them for... Oh, they sold a lot. $26.96, 36 sold. I wonder if the actual desktop will show me different. No. Well, different stuff, yeah. Let's go ahead and list it. Alright, so Games Workshop 1994, bolt guns, and power axes sprue. I have no idea when I got these at this point. This is all like, I was pulling out yesterday. I was like, okay, promised the one person that I would do miniatures again, and miniatures are easy. So I just went through all like random stuff I have. I was just pulling out miniatures and bags, and I wanted to have enough stuff to be able to potentially keep listed. I pulled too much stuff. Make sure to write second edition. Were all of these second edition? Because like one of them is from 1990 and it has like a different color. 1992 for the chain sword, and 1994 for the power axes sprue. Army, Space Marine. Maybe I could put this in a different bag. Put it in a bag G. Yeah, let me make a new baggie. Like a smaller bag. I don't want to throw all these in a big baggie. Could be Rogue Trader era. It is before Warhammer 40k got its name. Let you check. You don't have to go too deep. Anything 1992 and before is Rogue Trader. It looks like a different, yeah, color material. So you guys didn't call it first edition, you called it Rogue Trader? Yeah, I need like, there's a problem for me searching up, finding the right person to teach like good history lessons of like Warhammer, because a lot of people, this is also a problem with Magic the Gathering. I've done a bunch of Magic the Gathering, so I have like a deep, or I'm not like expert, but I have a pretty deep base of it, where at some point when someone gets really heavy into the game, it's hard for people to explain the basics to someone that is like a raw newbie. Like I've never been able to find like a good, I don't know, like an article to read or like a video to watch that really goes into like the basics of stuff, or maybe the history of Warhammer editions, if that makes sense. Or I'm just not looking up the right keywords. No problem. It's confusing because it's evolved a lot. Yeah, there's a lot to the game. I mean, it's been around for a while. People like it. There's a lot of history. There's the books. There's the lore. There's a lot to it. Yeah. I understand it's not like an easy thing. I got a bunch of advanced squad leader stuff. I don't know if you saw my video today where I always occasionally saw like boards and like chit tokens and stuff. And I did find someone that had like a good reference videos of like talking about a lot of stuff. He does it like almost like a little teacher style. He said he used to be a teacher, so I learned a lot about Advanced Squad Leader. I'm like, oh, this is like what I have been looking for some other games. Rogue Trader usually goes at a good price. Oh, there was a bunch of stuff that was really expensive called Forge World. There were these baggies for Games Workshop. People were bidding them up to like $100, $200, and there's a lot of people bidding on that stuff. Was that the when I looked it up, the collectible, like Warhammer stuff, like they made it more collectible on purpose so people could like pay up for something fancier? It was an off-store of Warhammer. They are resin and more rare. A normal 5-man squad would be like $50. The Forge World were usually stronger models on the board. Oh, like stat-wise? Squad, they would sell a man squad. They would sell them for $100. Do they still make them, or is it just like vintage at this point? There's less of them flowing on the market. Okay, stats-wise, gotcha. I don't know, that stuff, they always like bid it up super high. They're slowly converting all of them to plastic. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Let's see if I can find this. Let's see. Games Workshop Rogue Trader Space Marine Chainsword Sprue. See if that comes up. Oh, here's some Space Marine Weapon Sprue. Oh, that does sell for a lot. At least that one that I saw. Space Marine backpacks and weapon sprue. Oh, here's the same one I have. Wait. Oh, that's the one I just listed. I think, yeah. Oh boy. Cool. Still hard to pick a price though. Many of them are legend, which means they're out of production and they will not switch to plastic. Okay, so it's kind of like the reserve list for those. But collectors and people playing old editions search for them like crazy. That's pretty cool. Oh, I almost bought a, it was like a chrome Space Marine. I think someone had it for $70 and I'd never seen it before. It was like a chrome one, like a chrome material, just one figure. It looked like a promo figure. I passed up on it a couple years ago. That was a Rogue Trader old metal model. Okay. Was it worth $70? Or no idea? Oh no, I picked the wrong category. There are 3 editions up to 5th edition in metal and not worth much, as they were remade in plastic. I see, I gotcha. I'm generally pretty careful with like buying stuff to flip. If I find an old Terminator Rogue Trader, it's worth 70 to 100. Maybe it was worth the 70 then, but not to flip. The one that I saw. For Warhammer Fantasy, Mordheim is the most sought after. What's the Mordheim again? Let me see. Warhammer Fantasy. Mordheim. Why is that not ringing a bell? Did I spell it wrong? Oh, just like older metal miniatures? Were these the ones in like the little orange sprue thing that could like hang up? Because I actually think I got some. I think I have some listed. Maybe I have them overpriced, but I have offers on for those ones. But I think I paid up for those at an auction, so I want to make sure I at least made a couple bucks for them. Let me finally get this one listed. Alright. They are between 1999 and 2004. Before that, they are normal fantasy. But Mordheim was seen as the Warhammer game for tabletop. I gotcha. Do they have that orange backing for the packaging, though? For the rest of the bits, I might just do it as like a little baggy lot for someone. We'll see. I'm still thinking about it. I'll display them so someone can see them all. The packaging would specifically say Mordheim. Okay. I don't even think I saw any eBay when I just looked it up. I see someone have like an open one, like one miniature metal. Maybe it's that rare. I can look at solds. Maybe they sell quickly. Oh wow, those bits went for 200. Warhammer Chaos Dwarfs, Axemen, 10 metal, auto print, big hats, old world, $200. That's crazy. There was like an estate sale I went to like 3 or 4 years ago. There's a bunch of Warhammer painted dwarf stuff. I should have picked it up. There's a lot of people that ran through that estate sale. There's a lot of nerd stuff, so I figured maybe the flippers already knew that it was too expensive. Like the estate sale was kind of asking for a lot. But I felt like I could have gotten like a semi-deal, but I don't think I had like the big chunk of change to gamble at that time. I just randomly thought of that, all that stuff. Pretty well painted too, stuff. Like it was a lot of the dwarf stuff. I end up getting a lot of random like side board game stuff that like their board games are kind of overpriced. So I was like, okay, estates. I'm stumbling over my words. The estate sale overpriced the board games that I knew were overpriced. I got some side stuff like a bunch of sleeves and other board game promos that I knew were actually good and cheap. So I was like, okay, well if they have the board games overpriced, the Warhammer's probably overpriced too. But who knows? I could have like passed up on some good stuff. Yeah, it's tricky with the estate sales. Yeah, the estate sale was kind of sad too, because like the story of the person, I felt like their collection got disrespected in a weird way. It was a parent's kid that like unfortunately passed away in like a just a bad scenario, and the parents didn't like understand or know nerd stuff, so they just kind of like wanted it all gone, and it was like a really cool board game, Warhammer collection. I don't know, just like it just made me sad, They were just like trying to just get rid of it all, but it was such a nice collection of just nerd stuff. It is what it is, but I was like, I don't know. They had the parents weren't there, and it's just like the story was explained, but in the listing of like what happened, it's like, oh. I don't mind haggling with like estate sales and stuff like that, but sometimes you just can get a vibe that the people don't want to haggle either. They had a company run it, so it wasn't like the parents directly. If it actually was the parents, I think I would have been able to have like a long conversation and probably be able to buy a bunch of the Warhammer stuff. Explain like that their son had like a really cool dwarf collection. I flip stuff on eBay. I'll find someone that will appreciate it. I'll make a little money from it. But it was just like people that are running a company. So I actually it would have been nice to talk to the person's parents and just talk about how cool their kid's stuff was, and I don't know. I would have obviously seen if it was appropriate to talk about, but I'm listing the Rogue Trader Space Marine jetpacks. Little screw. There was another. How much did I decide to go for? Oh, I have to like do like weird math in my head because we usually have on some like between 20 to 30% sale on, and we also give a lot of 30 to 35% like coupons and stuff. So I have to actually charge it higher. So I already know the sale price is going to come down, and then we send offers Well, I'll let you know in a second. I actually don't know. So it might sound like a high, obnoxious number, but like know that it will come down. And then we keep in mind like offers. Like I'm not stingy in the price. Oh, you hated that estate sale company? If you price everything at or above eBay prices, so I want to just buy it on eBay. But we found good stuff at that one. Remember, I got all those like vintage sleeves. I think it was like Sleeve Kings, which a lot of people were using for Kingdom Death Monster. I got those for like $1 each. I actually think I kept them all, or like I haggled them down to 50 cents each. I think those sell for a lot because a lot of people like them from Kingdom Death Monster, and they were like specific. And I don't know if they make those anymore. We also got like other random stuff. I can't remember, like tchotchkes from convention, some flyers. I think we got a couple of books, Warhammer books, like cheap ones that you picked out. Like I think I saw someone have this one for 35 bucks, a specific thing with the jetpacks and stuff. So I'm gonna price it at 60, but we'll probably have like a 30% sale on, and probably send some kind of 20 to 30% offer. So it'll be more around 30, and then if someone counters, they can get it for less. So I have to do weird math. The sales, having the sale on kind of works. Like it's a dumb trick that people fall for. I don't know. The tricky part of getting vintage stuff is the fear of never finding them again. What do you mean by that? Like, well, you keep all your miniature stuff. I remember you said you like think about selling some stuff. You get anxious and you go like, oh well, I don't want to have to. I guess you're talking about forever using it and collecting it. I used to not have that, but for like my board games, I've sold a lot that I wish I just had now still. So I am now keeping on some more stuff. So I guess I understand the feeling. I'm like talking myself into understanding. uh, you think the lady said that the mom was basically really old, so she wasn't going to deal with it? Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Like she didn't understand like how cool her son's like collection was, like his hobbies were. Like they never really like talked about it. Like I assume my parents know I care about all this stuff. My older brother definitely knows I have stuff that's worth value. My two younger brothers, I don't. They're aware, but I feel like they would want to move this stuff fast. But yeah, I feel like my parents would know, like a lot, because I talk about this stuff all the time to them as well. So yeah, yeah, FOMO. Hey, you're probably like rewarded for keeping all your stuff. It's probably worth it. I mean, if you don't need the money, screw the space. Forget that. I know space can be an issue. If it makes you happy, that's just the point. You know, that's the point of having it. I used to get rid of all my Mage Knight stuff, and now, well, you probably can't see it, but there's a couple of big bins. Actually, yeah, behind that, you can't even see it. It looks like nothing here, but of just Mage Knight stuff. Now that I find it at auction, I just keep it because it's just looking at it makes me happy. I like it. Gives me good nostalgia. Maybe I'll like play solo with myself one time with them or something. We'll see, but I just started keeping all that stuff. And then in front of me here to my left is a lot of random stuff that I just like and I keep. And it doesn't mean it doesn't have to be worth money. Some of it is, but so let me see. I have a couple of cool things. I'll show you in a second. Let me get this listed. But yeah, it's probably the biggest problem getting a bunch of stuff. It's either space or money. what you did is you introduced your wife to Warhammer so she can identify that stuff. I noticed that's actually a pretty common theme for like a guy into Warhammer introduces the wife, and then the wife also likes the Warhammer. I noticed that a lot recently. I mean, there's a lot to the hobby. There's like, you can do anything from collecting to painting to playing to just looking at it, shopping for it, finding deals. It can like appeal to a lot of people, a lot of different interests. I think the Warhammer ship is long sailed for me, and it's probably mostly just price and no one to play with. I think prices would be like the like point for me, because like you've probably had a bunch of armies, you don't sell that much stuff, you have it, once you have it, you probably paid maybe cheaper prices back in the day compared to now, who knows. So yeah, easy to do, start with the lore, but aren't the books like expensive too? There's too many things that like I want to play, from board games to miniatures to video games. I'm currently, you guys rarely play. Oh, she's a bookworm. Oh yeah, that's right. I think you talked about that last time. For you, it's building and painting, and she likes the lore. That's pretty cool. I'm bad at painting miniatures, but I do like doing it. I have a buddy that's really good, so like I'll be like, "Hey, buddy, how do I get this? I want to have cool rock gravel base on my board game miniature." And he'll just send me like how to do it. I got lucky. He actually gave me a bunch of free speed paints, like insanely lucky. Like he didn't care because he was getting the new set, so he gave me a bunch, and that's like $200 or something. I don't even know. They're like all up there. I was using them. The army painter, the speed paint one, he gave me set 1 because he was getting set 2. I'm like, hey, like that's crazy cool. So I actually painted a whole board game and some expansions for Descent Journeys in the Dark, because I was like, oh man, this guy just gave me like a couple $100, if not more, of paints. I have to like respect this and use them, and it was a lot of fun. A lot you gathered before COVID, after the. Oh yeah, so I don't. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I don't know the before and after COVID for specifically Warhammer miniatures. Cause we didn't start part time in eBay until summer, so July, so COVID, but like a couple months past is when we started. So I didn't get to see the before and after. You didn't dare touch your Gloomhaven characters because you wanted more skills. We did our Gloomhaven miniatures, just our 2 characters. That was like our like second or third date. We painted she painted her scoundrel. I painted, what did I paint? I forgot which figure I painted. Let's put this in. Ooh, eBay notification. It's probably someone going live. So I keep selling these Armies in Plastic Napoleonic Wars, like French squad. They were like these like 1 out of 72 scale miniatures, or 32 scale. They're like the toy soldiers. They're pretty cool, well detailed. I got a big baggie of them, so every time like a set of them sells, I just relist another set. Sales technically kind of slow today. Let me see the numbers today. Orders. No, where's the... Oh no, today's not. Thursday, which was yesterday, because we're in Friday. I'm like all over the place, and plus it's almost midnight, so it's almost technically Saturday. So, but the bar graph on eBay goes until 2 o'clock for us Central Time, so 2 o'clock. So it will still keep ticking up until 2 a.m. hits, which is 2.5 hours for me from now. No, it was good today. What was it just a bunch of stuff? Have I missed the notifications? Selling. This was a lucky day. Every time I go to like our eBay homepage, I make sure that I didn't get a negative. Yeah, what's sold? What was chunky? Oh, someone's French. They bought a thing. They said, Bonjour, madame ou monsieur. Merci beaucoup d'avance de bien emballer le collet de ma commande. Car parfois, haven't said that in a while, les laveurs jetons mes colis par dessus m'emporter dans mon jardin. Très, I don't know how to say that last word, and I probably butchered half of those. There you go. Try speaking French there. It sounds like they're excited that I listed that. Yeah, I guess I just sold the stuff we shipped earlier today. So today, $10, 8, 13. I guess everything's just been adding up today. Sorry, I got distracted. I know I always think the days are slow, but like it's saying we did $420 today and doesn't. Like, usually that means we had a chunky sale. Let's say you can get a 5-man squad for $10 now. It's 20% off retail price, so $50. Yeah, I see them a lot in Napoleon War, in World War I, World War II, and hobby stores. Yeah, I sell a lot of the Napoleonic stuff. I'm not even like fully knowledgeable on it, other than I just know people keep buying our infantry metal miniatures. I have some in here. Oh, this is Reaper bone miniatures. Just stuff like this right here. Eagle Games, American Civil War, 30 figures, 1/72 scale, just like stuff like this. Copy paste it, you'll translate. Well, I took a bunch of French in high school. I think I can actually gather most of it with context clues. Where was it? Oh, where was the details? Where was that message? Oh, it's like under, is it under orders? They said, hello, Mr. or Mrs. Thank you very much in advance for this command book. So I think they were trying to say like source book, like command book. The middle sentence, I'm not too sure. And they're saying like, oh, thank you very much at the end. But like a little bit more fancy. It's not like exactly thank you very much. I think they're saying if we could package it well. I think that's what they're saying. Can you please, like, package this well or something? Here, let's see. Here you go. Here you go. I already read it. Or I tried to read it. I don't know if I want to do it again. It's actually crazy how much I retained from my French classes in high school. I like struggled with that too. Like really struggled. And I didn't really practice it after high school, so the fact that it's a little bit, I can like, I think I'd be comfortable with saying like that person definitely, like some of that stuff I do know for sure. They definitely said, hello, Mr. or Mrs. Thank you very much in advance for the, I think they're saying like command book. And then can you please, and then that part's when it's like, les laveurs jetons mes colis. I don't know what that is. I think they're kind of saying, can you, thank you in advance for well packaged. There you go. Because the delivery guy. Okay, I didn't see delivery guy throws the package. Universal problem. Postman in all countries throws the package over the entrance of their garden. I have like a it's so ridiculous. And it's probably true. Oh, that's good. So good. I should say, je désolé, which means I'm sorry. Oh. I do always think the day is slower than it is for sales. eBay's kind of like a blur at this point, though. We've been doing it for long enough, and then like there's enough stuff listed where it just kind of like moves at its own pace. We do have to constantly keep up on like sales and offers and like, you know, messages and stuff, but I'll make sure the delivery guy doesn't damage it. Alright, let's do this. So this was, Eagle Games. I think I remember this stuff, actually. Eagle Games. Give me a second. Eagle Games. American Civil War? Is that it? Figures? These actually might do well. Are these Eagle Games? I mean, there's gonna be... I feel like I'm not convinced. That's what the like previous owner had them marked as, but I want to see the horses. I want to see someone else's listing have the horses for me to be convinced that these are them, because I have sold like this board game before. Eagle Games. Maybe it's like a different Eagle Games company. I wonder if Board Game Geek has this down as a game, and then if they show like expansion packs. Let's see. Eagle Games. Oh no, it's American Civil War. The cool generic name. Good luck for me. American Civil War. 10,000. No, that's a chit token game. Yeah, it's not my mastery. I get a lot of these. It's like I'm kind of deciding, do I trust the previous person as that was the label, or not? I can actually get rid of the Eagle Game, so I could just put, I think I'm just going to put this. Oh yeah, a lot of people don't know the, like, military stuff. My problem with the military stuff at auctions is there's a lot of older folks that come in and they just, like, bid this stuff up. They have the money, they're retired, and then they just, if they want it, they get it. I can't compete. I'll get some stuff, but they really go ham with the bidding. Really, really ham. Alright, American Civil War. I guess they're light blue. Light blue. Plastic. Miniatures. 1/72 scale. Yeah. But yeah, I saw a lot of the Civil War stuff. Like, last year? I don't even know if I have more. Maybe I do. I don't even know half the stuff I have at this point. Oh, I have to change the light. Oh, why is my lighting being so bad? Is my brightness down? Oh, I guess so. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Thought it was being, like, really dark. Okay, got that. feel like I noticed with the military historical miniatures, it's just like in the train ones that people just buy all this stuff. They just like it. They just like piles of them. They just want a lot. I don't know if they're making dioramas. I've seen people like, paint them and then make little blog posts like old school like internet. I don't know if there's like specific games they're using them for, if they just like looking at them. They want to recreate like a battle and they want like thousands. I don't know, we sell a lot of them. It is better for me knowing like what era they're from or what war. That does help a lot. But even if I didn't know that these were from Civil War, if I even just put like infantry standing with aiming rifle, plastic miniature 1/72 scale, people still hunt it down and buy it. They're doing the dioramas. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, brand. Oh yeah, it was Eagle Games. I guess they do look like it. Whenever I sold the Eagle Game stuff, it was on like a sprue. So, I haven't seen them off the sprue. What you don't know is how many companies make these, like the military miniatures. There's a lot. There's a lot. So many, honestly. There's like certain brands now I know that we've sold a lot and we have like repeat buyers for like when I get lucky and find them. The repeat buyer comes in and they just like buy them all. And it's like super lucky. So I think we have some more of the stuff. Like I think I saw some of it in a box over there. But usually I like to list them as a chunk, knowing that my repeat buyers will come in and buy them as a chunk. I didn't want to do like one or two. This is gonna go. That's good. Those are then guarantees sales. Yeah. I don't take people for gratitude. It might just be like they got what they got and might not want more. I try not to assume stuff with the eBay. It really does feel random. The more I've done it, the less stuff makes sense, which sounds counterintuitive. Like I'll believe like certain theories about the algorithm, and then other times it gets disproven for months, and then I stop making up theories, and then people talk about another theory, and it's like, is it true? Is it not? I don't know. There's too many variables of like buying stuff, selling stuff. How does eBay show your stuff? Is it promoted? Is it not? Is the price right? Do people want offers? Do they want a sale? There's a lot to it. Okay, let me get this one finished. These in there. Let me label them. I think the coolest thing that I saw for the military miniatures was there was like, I think it was like I got this little box of metal bits, and I thought it was like bits and pieces, but when I opened it up, it was someone's whole container of like 2mm like painted miniatures or something, and I thought that was super cool. I didn't realize that existed. And they sold actually really quick. I had like generically labeled them, but then someone came in the messages and they were like, hey, these are this brand of miniatures and people look for them, so you should change your titles. I'm just trying to help you sell stuff, so I changed my titles, and then a lot of them like sold fast. But I just thought it was cool that like I didn't imagine like a really tiny miniature being able to be painted, and then it was, and it was pretty cool. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I think I still have some like fancy ones listed. Epic scale? Is Epic like 2? They were like really tiny. I know there's like 4 or 6 or whatever. It was super tiny. Like absurd at how tiny it was. Oh, and then they had painted little houses too. Like the little collection. This little bin was actually someone's collection. So the houses sold really quick too. I probably like undersold them, but I didn't care. Small little $5 flip into a bunch of money was perfectly fine with me. Like I said earlier, if people are like appreciating it, and now I know that it exists, I can get more money later on. This Sharpie's so bad in these bags. For some reason, it's like too slippery. Let's see. Epic scale thing. Check Legions, Imperials. Should be the same size. Legion, Imperials. Legion. Or Imperialis. Probably saying that wrong. Oh wait, you said Epic, I think. I definitely have some of these for... I have some of these for... I forgot what faction. Some of the Epic, I think. I think they were smaller than this. I'm pretty sure. But I do think I have some Warhammer Epic stuff listed right now. Yeah. And I do think it was smaller than that. I think I sold them all at this point. That was maybe a year or two ago, so I don't think I have any of my listings to like show you. It's hard to dig up old listings. You have to go into your email and really dig deep. eBay just evaporates stuff from like the database at some point, probably, so it doesn't like break down. And then people pay money for that Worth Point or whatever website, which I don't. I don't think it's worth it. Any Xenos alien are from Epic Warhammer. They renamed it last year. Okay, cool. Alright. So we got another military one. Probably got like 1 or 2 more listings, so I'm gonna head out at midnight. It's 11:43. And then maybe I can stream a little bit Monday. Mondays are usually hectic, but definitely at least next Friday. I can save these miniatures, the rest of this box, for other streaming days. Oh, you're almost 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Crazy. Alright, so these are not that interesting to you, but these are Red Box is the company, Chinese Medium Cavalry. I don't get many Chinese like miniatures, so let me look this up. Previous owner labeled that. It could be wrong. I have had issues with that. Red Box. Chinese Medium Cavalry. I do well with Cavalry as well. People just like the horsies. Oh, here it is. Is it correct though? It's not that expensive. Someone will buy it, but they're not that expensive. But the person did like take them out of the box and kind of like shave the edges, so they put a little work into it. Okay, let's lay them out. They look pretty cool. These remind me of the L5R figures. Those are pretty cool. Clean the mold lines. There you go. That's official terminology. Did you ever get into the Kingdom Death Monster stuff or no? I played a bunch of that game. I like it a lot. I haven't played it in a couple years though, but they were like pretty. You never heard of it? Oh yeah, such a weird one that I think less people have heard of it. It's like almost like a miniature hobby game itself, first, and then a game second. It's a boutique horror survival like game. You have like 4 survivors. They're basically almost naked. They have like a stone weapon from the ground. You're in like a dark world, and then you kind of have to build up a settlement. A lot of stuff has like permanent choices. You have like a character sheet for each of your survivors. You kind of have like a settlement where they like learn stuff. They'll learn language, drums, paint. Like they just start learning stuff, which boosts up your characters. But you fight like bosses or monsters. Like you hunt monsters, and then there's like nemesis bosses you eventually have to fight. Oh no, it's not like Dark Quarter. Oh, we're gonna play that tomorrow. We did play it last time. Oh, that's a fun one. No, these are like completely different things. A board game Civilization with monsters. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's pretty good. I'm trying to think of like what it's similar to. I don't know. It's like its own thing. There's like thousands of miniatures. There's a lot of collectible ones from it. There's stuff that like some miniatures have game content, some not. There's like kind of like a core box, and then you can get like module expansions. You know, it'll be like, oh, here's a boss you can add into your campaign. Uses dice and like a tactical board for combat. Kingdom Death Monster. I think they're at like, they have like different editions. It's at Death Monster. Most people probably have 1.5 or 1.6. The difference between 1.5 and 1.6 was like a card pack of updates. The starter. Well, like the base game's gonna be like probably $300 to $500. That would be like the starter. It's not gonna be like a miniature game like Warhammer. There's no like factions. It's just like they have really high detailed miniatures, and it like a lot of people, like some people are just in the hobby just to buy and paint the miniatures and collect like the special ones. Other people like me will, I'll still, that's why I learned painting miniatures. Is I had that game. I thought the game was cool, but I thought like I needed to not have gray miniatures on my board, so I learned to paint through that game. It's a cool one though. It takes a lot of time to play, so you gotta have a lot of time, and the base game's expensive, so. You have Silver Tower Hammerfall. Isn't that one? The Warhammer ones are pretty cool. I don't think I have any of them. Yeah, those ones look cool. You can grab Dark Quarter and that. There you go. Let's see. But if you picked up Kingdom Death Monster, I feel like the best place would either be eBay, or you wait for the company to sell it directly through their website, and they usually do sales Black Friday. It's still kind of far away, but it's kind of close enough if you wanted to wait. I'm trying to think of like when else they do a sale. That would be if you want to get at the best price. So red box, Chinese, medium, Calvary. One at 72 scale. You'll keep. You can be patient. Yeah, you can be patient for that one. I still think you could even be patient on Dark Quarter, because I think I explained to you last time, it's kind of like a one and done thing. So wait until a bunch of people play it. Board games are weird, where I don't know if you know, but like when a Kickstarter comes in, people who usually get them already have a backlog of board games that they need to play, so they put it in the back of the line. So it's usually like Dark Quarter came out. That even happened to us. It came out last year, and then we started playing it this year. We finally were able to catch up to the game that we wanted to play. We like brought it up to the front. So you gotta wait until people play it, and then since it's kind of like a one and done, you could probably get it for pretty cheap. Aftermarket, eBay, wherever. And then Kingdom Death Monster is kind of like one of those games where there's a lot of people who they get it, and it ends up being they bid off more than they can chew, so they kind of just want to like, usually they're like want to get their money back, or they want to move it fast if they're like, oh, I don't have time to paint 70 miniatures, I don't have time to read a 50-page rule book. It's not like complicated, just some people like, you know, life's moving on and they don't have enough time for everything. Brand, that was Redbox. These are Calvary. And they are going into the bin right behind me. I actually put it in the baggie within the bin. I didn't want to put it in the baggie that it came with. It was a little dusty. Do my own baggie. Love these new baggies I got. Do you think I should individually look up these 20 bits for Warhammer, or list them as just like its own bits and pieces? There's like a metal one, there's like wings. I feel like I see a couple of the, now that I know what I'm looking for, the little Rogue Trader little pistols. A metal one. Like a metal gun. Super random. Shield, I think. I'm not going to make up my mind today. I'm going to think about it for later. Where did it go? There's my Sharpie. Yeah, some are weird. And metal models, but the weapons were plastic. Yeah, this was just... That was where I had the other 4 sprues. I don't even know where, like, why they were all in this baggie. I don't remember where I got it, but it was those 4 sprues of the Warhammer stuff you saw me list, and then whatever the rest in that. It's like someone had, like, a baggie of just miscellaneous stuff. Okay, last listing. Let's see if we can let's do some archaeology digging. This might be a poor choice for the last one. Let me dig deep into the Stardock miniatures. Are they down there? Where are they? Oh no. Is the box nearby? Let me see if I can find the box nearby. I'll pick one. See if we can hunt it down. Give me a second. Where did I put you? Oh, here they are. So it's maybe a mistake. I completely forgot where I put them right now. No luck on that one. No luck on that one. I have no idea where I put the box. It's too unorganized right now. What about... Those are too messy for right now. These guys aren't that exciting. Whatever. So like, someone will probably buy them because I did sell something similar. The Napoleonic ones. These are going to be like 1 out of 32 scale. These are going to be Atlantic Commandos. Kind of detailed for like armyman size. Nothing too fancy. Let's see what they go for. Let's see. Atlantic Commandos. 32 scale. Wait. Is this better than I think it is? Give me a second. I'm seeing stuff all over the place. So, let me click on this one. Is this the one that I have? Is it? Oh, no. It says the box number here. They put down the box number, I think. There was like a box that was $94. I was like, did I just like land in something super good? It's possible. I've gotten random stuff before and it'd be worth a lot. So that's 2116. I think it's still pretty good. Is this them? I'm like struggling. I don't have the full set, but someone's trying to sell the full set for $40. There you go. Got lucky. Cool. Yeah, I guess people like it. They probably like them because they're big. Maybe someone like an older gentleman that likes the military historical stuff, but they don't have the best eyesight, so they like the figures bigger so they can paint easier and appreciate them more. That would be my guess. 7 Atlantic Commandos. Sets number 2116. 1 out of 32 scale plastic soldiers. There you go. If I had the box, I could probably get a little bit more. It's a pretty cool, like, vintage looking box. Struggling to get them to stand up for some good pictures. So is that all of them? That is all of them. I'm still going to do a measurement photo because like someone will still not see the scale and they'll be like, I thought they were X. It is kind of hard to tell, I guess, if a lot of people just zoom up the stuff. It is hard to get a scale. It's nice catching up. Hope they sell fast. Yeah, I'm headed out after this one too. Maybe I'll do a little bit on Monday. Definitely next Friday. Maybe some on Monday. We'll see how Monday goes. Monday's usually hectic, so I might be too tired. But yeah, I'll have more. The Stardock stuff is fun, or at least like searching up those. So I'll grab some of those. I'll pre-look up some, so I'm not completely lost. Now I have a bunch of other random stuff here. But yeah, I'm gonna finish listing this one. Then I will peace out. So you have a good one. There's been like other people watching too. This is going to go into R15 Z. Oh, I had good pulls tonight though. A few rare ones for sure. Yeah, they're cool. We'll see what people like buy them for. I have offers. I'm not like gonna be too greedy on them. But yeah, there are a lot where it's just like I'm the only one that has it listed, or I'm the only one that has it with the weapon it has listed, which is cool. Then I'll have to figure out the sci-fi stuff at some point. Oh yeah. Oh, I always do the what sold videos Monday through Friday, so we'll see if any of this stuff sells between then. I'll still do those videos unrelated to the live. It's gonna be 10 ounces, 864. Oh no, why would I write down the, thinking about tacos? I need some tacos. Atlantic Commandos. Alright, got those in. That is everything for today. Not a crazy amount, because I had to do some digging, but learn some stuff. So that's always good. Still got a good amount. There's still a lot of stuff in this bag that I got. Alright, peace out, everyone. Have a good weekend.